I'm here with Ethan, and after discussing his goals, he wants to improve his explosive power, especially in his passing ability in basketball games. He aims to increase the velocity, the distance, and his chest and overhead passes. So first we're going to start off with the closed kinetic chain upper extremity stability test. This test is an endurance test to evaluate the stability, strength, and endurance of the upper body. So in this test, you need tape. Well, in this case, we don't have tape, so we use paper. And you want to measure 36 inches or approximately 91.4 centimeters. And in this test, you want to be in a plank position and an upper plank position with your hands in the tape or the paper. And in this test, you will have 15 seconds to tap each hand as much as you can. But you want to avoid rotating your body and keeping your back straight, your head and your back straight, so no arch back or no hip dips. So first, you're gonna go in this. I'll be demonstrating a modified position. So first, you're gonna go in this position for 15 seconds. How much you could tap each piece of tape or hand, and you're gonna go like this. Try to avoid rotating your body. So now Ethan will perform this test. So you have 15 seconds, and for each hand that you touch counts. So on the mark, you will do it. Ready, set, go. Okay? Okay, so for this first exercise, we're going to be doing a back squat, and I don't have a rack, so we're going to use the Smith machine, but you'll be still doing the same movements. So for this exercise, this targets the hams, the glutes, the quads, and your core muscles. So first, you want to get the barbell to be shoulder chest like height. So approximately like my shoulder right here, or chest. And what you want to do is you want to go under the rack, and you want to have your shoulders, you want to have the bar on your high trap, so like right here. And what you want to do is you don't want to have the bar in your neck or lower than your traps, but you also want to do like a little scoop, so you place the bar between that. So first, what you're going to do is also have your legs shoulder width apart and keeping a neutral spine. So we're going to do this, and you want to have your arms a little slightly further than shoulder width. And once you come down, you want to have, when you go down, you want to have your thighs parallel to the ground and push through your heels. So it'll look like this. You also want to make sure you engage your core to be able to push up like that. Okay, Ethan, now you want to start with the barbell placed chest high as you have it, and you want to go under the bar with the bar across on the upper traps. So now grip the bar with the slightly wider than shoulder width apart, and your feet are shoulder width, nice. And then you want to drive your hips back down while maintaining a neutral spine. And then when you drop into a squat, ensure that your knees track over your toes and drive through your heels to return to a standing position. And you want to make sure that your thighs are parallel to the ground. So go one more time. Good. That looks good. Okay, so for this next exercise, we're going to be doing a dumbbell Romanian deadlift. So this exercise focuses on the posterior chain, targeting the hamstrings, the glutes, and your lower back. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to have weights on each arm, and you want to have your feet hip width apart, so like this, with a slight bend in your knees, slight bend, and then what you want to do is you want to push your hips a little back, so like this, keeping your chest high, but also maintaining a neutral spine. And what you want to do is you want to come down until you feel a stretch, like so. Once you feel a stretch, you want to come up, pushing with your hips, like so. So, let me do it again. So, chest high, neutral spine, slight bend in the knees, hips a little back, and go until you feel a stretch. Once you feel a stretch, you want to push with your hips. Also, you want to feel the pressure in the heels of your feet and the balls of your toes. So, again. There. Okay, Ethan, so first you want to have the dumbbells on each side of your hand with feet hip width apart, like so. And you want to have a slight bend in your knees and push your hips a little bit more back. Okay, so now you want to lower the dumbbells along with the front of your legs, maintaining a neutral spine like so, and coming up once you feel a stretch, and return to the standing position while pushing your by pushing your hips forward. So try it again. Good job. Okay, so for this last exercise, we're going to be doing a barbell bench press, and this exercise engages your pecs, shoulders, or your deltoids, and your triceps. Okay, so for this exercise, we also don't have a rack, so we're going to be using a Smith machine, but we will try to do the same movements as for a rack. So for this, you want to lay flat on the bench with your back, and you want to have your feet planted on the ground, and do not arch your back, as you need to lay flat with your feet planted on the ground. And when you come and grip the bar, you want to have your grip a little wider than shoulder width, and you want to have a full grip, not just a small, like a full grip with your thumb over your fingers, and or a pernated grip is also a thing. And then what you want to do is you want to lower the bar to chest height, and then when you come up, you want to push, and you want to avoid locking your elbows when you come up. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to have a grip slightly then shoulder width apart with your thumbs over your fingers. And what you want to do is you want to push. Also make sure that your feet are planted on the ground and having your back flat on the bench. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go into the middle of your chest, and once you hit your chest, you want to come up and avoid locking your elbows, and make sure you have a 45-degree angle. Okay, Ethan, make sure you have a grip slightly shoulder than width, so just like that. Make sure your thumb is over the bar and over your fingers. Okay, now that you're at this position, make sure you do not arch your back, and then you want to start by lifting the bar and lowering the bar to your chest while keeping the elbows at a 45-degree angle. And then you want to push the bar back up while maintaining a control and avoid locking your elbows on the way up, like so. Good job.